chair, kick off your boots, and grab yourself a beer. We got a special show tonight. Don't wear those yoga pants so tight. It's kind of a distraction from everything we're trying to do here. We're the Yankee and the Brit. No, we don't do no politics. Yeah, we like M&M's, we don't take no shit. We're the Yankee and the Brit. We love what we do. The Yankee and the Brit show is for you. Oh, welcome to the Yankee and the Brit.
Live from Texas, it's Saturday night.
It's the Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Networks.
Yes, sir. Tonight is Saturday night, my favorite night of the week, country night with the Yankee and the Brit. Tonight we have our special guest coming in at 8 o'clock. His name is Jonathan Ingram. And this dude has got some badass tunage, man. You're going to love what this guy's got.
Yes, he has.
Yes, we'll be throwing some of that at you just about 7:30 or so. So stand by for new music. How is everybody tonight? Nice to see you guys. Thanks for tuning in to the Yankee and the Brit. How's the wife doing tonight?
Oh, I am just excellent. I'm just stunning. I'm just beautiful. I'm just gorgeous.
You're just happier
and
than
I'm also full of shit.
You're just happier than a puppy with two Peters.
Yes,
That's all I can say about that.
Happy on my new bouncy chair.
What do you say? New chair. I know. It looks like a cat ripped it up.
Yes, sir.
We picked up a nice office chair today. How much was that thing? $10?
$10, yeah.
$10. It's just got. It looks like a cat stood up on the back corners of it and clawed at the thing. I mean, it's not
so
torn.
Comfy. It's so comfy. Who cares about the cat?
The material's not torn where it's going to rip or anything, but it's pretty fuzzy around the edges.
No way, doggy.
Hello, Alfred. Hey, Pop. Go on,
you
back
doing?
to... What? What are you looking at me like that for? Go on. Stop staring at your mother. I'm not staring. Go.
He's looking at my beauty.
I could see your beauty from the other room. Your face is that long.
Don't say things
It
like that.
stretches clear into the other room where I sleep. The Alf... All right. Whatever. You guys drive me nuts. Hey, Mr. Kennedy, what's going on there, Mr.
Certainly.
Music Man? Dan Conley. I'm going to have to play that special song for Dan here in just a few minutes.
Maybe we could sing in the Batman song. Dana, 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 Dan, Dan,
Dan Man.
Conley.
What? What do you want? I want something to eat. You ate. I made you dinner. I want more. No. Go. Go. I don't want to go. Go anyways. Don't give me any more... Get in there right now. No. Alfred, go lay down. Go on now. Get up on your couch and behave. I'm all right. Thank you. Oh,
boy.
Way to start off the show. Why do you interrupt me not during the beginning. God, it's always something around here. All right. Hi, Carol. There she is. And Thomas, back where I was. Now I'm going to play the Dan song here in a minute, but we have a
Dan song?
We have a Dan song, but I have a song here for Mr. John that we need to take care of.
Never mind, John. I want to hear the
So
Dan song.
speaking of John, what's up? I'd like when you do it too now. So how's everybody? Anyways, Country Saturday night. Yeah, Jonathan Ingram's going to be joining us. In the meantime, let's move along over here. We have that song, my darling, that John requested. So let's get after that puppy and let's get the music rolling.
Trains, trucks, and good old country music with the Yankee and the Brit on RTM Radio.
A request for Mr. John Checo. Coming out of the gate with the hottest thing to leave Georgia, Donna Joe, When I'm Gone.
All the times we've had together kept our love through stormy weather. It's Would you follow anywhere I go? How about a new start away from here? Are you ready to fly, my dear? Will you love me when I'm gone? Would you follow anywhere I go? How about a new start away from here? Are you ready to fly, my dear? Will you love me when I'm gone?
Twofer on the RTM Radio Network.
You come home from work, you won't take off your shoes. You go to the fridge just to get yourself some booze. You sit on the couch and watch your TV. For the rest of the night, you won't notice me. Attention craving blues. I got me attention craving blues. Other men, they notice me, but my heart belongs to you. I work hard, stay true, and pray every day. Why can't you love me in every way? I'm telling you, baby, you got me attention craving blues. You always try to take as much as you can instead of giving everything like a good man. I work so hard to stay true to you, but there's so much pain that you've put me through. Attention craving blues. I got me attention craving blues. Other men, they notice me, but my heart belongs to you. I work hard, stay true, and pray every day. Why can't you love me in every way? Tell you, baby, got me attention craving blues. I got me attention craving blues. Other men, they notice me, but my heart belongs to you. I work hard, stay true, and pray every day. Why can't you love me in every way? Tell you, baby, got me attention craving blues. Got me attention craving blues. I got me attention craving blues.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, we love that Donna Jones.
It's more than music. More than music. It's a state of mind. Don't stop. Let's go. It's a way of life. And there's nobody that throws down country better than this.
On the RTM Radio Network.
Oh, don't we love them country nights? Keith Sampson, baby. Oh, doing the growly thing. Yeah. That's my boy right there. Get her done, son. Here's a tune just for Dan. It's a Dan song. Ah, yes, sir. Stealing electricity. Tom Russell, Yankee and the Brit. Country Saturday night. What's going on, everybody? Hi, nice to see you. Mr. Knickers, mi amigo. How the hell are you, dude? What's going on way over there on the other side of the pond? Oh, and there's Samo, too. Look at that. Yes, sir.
Samo has got the whole setup. Read that. He is, he's on his sofa, feet up.
Yankee and the Brit listening checklist. Hot in stereo in living room stereo. Hot in 501 surround on Bose simulated in Caddy. True stereo on Akai patio stereo. And, of course, Paramount Studio series monitors in the studio. I have no reason not to hear the Yankee and the Brit everywhere on my property. And if you turn it all the way up, all the neighbors in all of Florida can hear it. That's my kind of guy right there. Love that man. Hi, Carol. I think I said that already. Stacy Joe, what's going on? Yes, sir. You guys are all wound up and ready to go. Don't forget, we got our guest Jonathan Ingram coming in at 8 o'clock, and we're going to start jamming some of his tunes here in just a few seconds. But in the meantime,
Nickers has a very special request.
We're going to do that too, but first we have something more important than that.
More important than Nickers'
There is something more important than that. He is the man with the plan. He is the greatest in the land. He's the one we can all stand.
He's Uncle Samo!
Whether the weather be cold, whether the weather be hot, whatever the weather, I got the weather, whether you like it or not. RTM Radio. Good evening, Randy and Donna.
Hello, Samo.
Hi,
Here's a
Samo.
quick look at your 7-day weather forecast for the greater Bells, Texas area. Tonight, clear skies, 10% chance of rain, low at 39, winds from the northwest shifting to the east at 10 to 15 mile an hour. Tomorrow, sunny skies, 10% chance of rain, high around 65, winds from the south-southeast at 5 to 10. Tomorrow night, mostly clear skies, low around 40, winds are light and variable. Monday, we're looking at partly cloudy skies, high of 64, low of 44. Tuesday afternoon showers, high of 63, low of 55. Wednesday all-day chance of thunderstorms, high of 63, low of 44. Thursday sunny and clear, high of 59, low of 36. And for Friday, expect a high of 61, a low of 41 with clear skies. Currently outside the RTM Radio studios, the barometric pressure's at 29.9, winds from the west-northwest at 3, humidity 85%, cloud cover 2%, and under clear skies it's 51 degrees. From the 96.7 FM South Net 1 Weather Center in Daytona, I'm Samo. Now let's get back to Country Saturday Night here on the RTM Radio, Chrome and Steel Radio Network, and South Net 1.
Yeah, baby. Thank you, Samo. That's the awesomest, the bestest right there. Is it ever going to friggin' stop raining? I swear to God, man, it's rained all week long, and we had sunshine today, and I thought Donna was going to jump out the window and try to swim in it. She was, like, so excited. She's yelling, honest to God, she literally yelled out the window today, leaned out the window and put her arms out, we have sunshine! I'm like, what the fuck is the matter with you?
I did. And Samo comes along and says we've got 10% chance of rain.
We do.
They have said that we are due to have rain all week apart from Thursday.
Unbelievable, man. My depression is
it.
just kicking my ass all week long. Gray and gloomy and raining. I can't even step out the door. And the ground is so friggin' saturated now. A lot of the water's run off already. But, oh, my God, you step out there and it's right down about 1.5 inches into the yard. Oh, my God, when's it going to quit?
Alfred won't go outside if it's raining, so he's been crossing his legs a lot.
He's got his bladder tied up in a knot. That way it couldn't come loose.
He's going to be doing that for the next week, apparently.
Oh, the poor guy. Unbelievable. Anyways, we have a request from Mr. Knickers here. I'm not playing my version of it, Knickers, but I screwed around with him this week. He wanted a copy of it? Is that what we did?
He says, can you just speed it up just a little bit?
He said he thought Donna Joe and Bobby Johnson's song was just a little slow, so speed it up. So I sent him one that kind of sounded like this when he played the song. So now here's the real one. Let's get on with that. That's the Strasburg Railroad in— coming at you. Hold aboard! Oh, I love that wife. Of Chris Stapleton, Tennessee Whiskey, Yankee, and the Brit Country Saturday night. How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining along. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Samo, for blasting us out across the east coast of America. Gotta love that. Nice to have you guys here. We're going to get into a couple of these Jonathan Ingram songs before he gets here. We're about 16 minutes away or so from 8 o'clock. So let's get after a couple of these. This guy's got some really great stuff, man. I think you're going to love every one of these. This is Jonathan Ingram, Along for the Ride.
Hi, this is Dan Conley, and you are listening to the Yankee and the Brit.
Join the Yankee and the Brit this Saturday night for another great rising star for chat, a laugh, and some great music on the RTM Radio Network.
Yankee and the Brit Country Saturday night. Right here on the telephone with us is the man with the plan and all that great music over there, Mr. Jonathan Ingram, my friend. How are you?
Hello.
Excellent. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
Oh,
very
just
well.
happy as a puppy with two Peters over here. How you doing? So I heard you say something about you hit a deer?
Yeah, well, I didn't actually hit the deer. I went off the road and went off-roading in a Nissan Sentra, which I can't really recommend very, very much. But
Another hero of the highway, huh?
yeah, a little banged up today, but I'm still all in one piece, so I'll take it.
How's your car?
I'm not exactly sure yet. I won't know until Monday, but it took a lick, so we'll see.
Was it a car or a truck?
It was a car. I was
All right, because I'm going to dig right in here. You got a truck?
No, I used to, but not anymore. might be in the market for one here real soon. Huh?
What kind you going to get? Come on, tell
No
me.
idea. I hope this one can be fixed.
Tell me a Ford. Tell me a Ford now.
Yeah,
Come on.
you're supposed to say a Ford F-250, and then my husband will just love you forever.
Already loving your music.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? That stuff is excellent. Nothing but rave reviews there in the chat. I can imagine what the other listeners are thinking.
Awesome. I certainly appreciate it. I'm working on a new record right now. I've got a new single that'll be coming out here in a couple of weeks, following up her James Dean single that I put out back in the summer. And then I'll have a new album out probably later on into the summer with it. So be a lot of new stuff coming out here in the next few months.
Nice. Yeah, we played that her James Dean tune. Great tune, man. All of them are good.
Yes,
Thank you.
There's not a bad one in the batch over there. How do you manage to do such magic?
I appreciate it. I try not to be afraid to do anything with it. You know, I mean, it's you'll notice there's a lot of different styles in there, even though it's all kind of one general idea. It's, you know, you got the one that we led back in here on was "Hate to See You Go," which is kind of a two-stepper, but then you got, you know, songs like the James Dean or "Along for the Ride," something like that. It's definitely more along the rock vein. So it's, you know, I just try not to fight it and let whatever comes together when I'm coming up with something, and kind of roll with it. And
What's the one that sounds a little rapish?
that's Light It Up. It actually has some. I don't know where that came from. I've never rapped before in my life until I recorded that.
Well, like you said, just let it flow.
Yeah, you know, it seemed like what it fit at the time, so I went with it.
Yeah, everybody likes that one. Where do you come up with an idea like that?
It kind of, when I was writing the song, it was actually a funny story on that song. I was writing it while I was on vacation, and I didn't have access to a guitar. So I was like, every morning in the shower, I was trying to remember it so that I wouldn't forget it by the time that I got home. And I think that was part of it. And actually, probably what led to the rap thing was the girl I was on the vacation with listened to nothing but hip hop the entire time. So I think it like kind of cross-pollinated into the.
You're not listening to too much Colt Ford, are you?
No. Like I said, I never thought about rapping a moment in my life until right then.
So when did it all get started? You know, when did you start playing your music?
Well, with this as a solo artist, I've been doing since the early part of 2015. I came from a rock band that played around all across the southeastern U.S. That was an alternative rock band, so kind of got away from that. Just the scene was kind of starting to fall off, and I've always written country stuff and didn't really know what to do with it. So I decided I was going to do a solo record, and it, you know, took off with being able to do the live show support for it, because there were a lot more opportunities with country being as popular as what it's been over the past few years. So I just kind of rode that wave for a little while to do something different for me, and like I said, kind of explore some new things on my end that I'd never gotten to do before. So
how old were you when you decided you were going to get into music, period?
Oh Lord, I started playing drums when I was 9, probably.
Oh, thank you.
So it's always been something that I've been a part of. Then I switched up to playing guitar and singing. We're in my late teens, I guess.
What's your earliest music memories when you were young and had little tiny feet?
My first drum kit was made out of popcorn tins.
Oh.
Yeah, I assembled my own drum kit. And my mother came in and saw me doing that one day, and she's like, "All right, I think I'm going to have to cave and let you get the drum set because I can't just have him playing on popcorn tins."
You just never know about that. What'd you use for drumsticks?
I actually had drumsticks. It started out with long pencils, but I actually had drumsticks. They were broken ones that somebody that I knew that played drums had left behind, and I was like, "Hey, it's good enough for me." So,
are you talking about like the cookie tins or popcorn tins that you get?
Like the big Christmas popcorn tins. That
Yeah,
you get, and you have like the 3 kinds of popcorn in them. Yeah.
Did you take the lids off of one and screw it to a 2x4 to make your cymbals?
Those were my cymbals, absolutely.
Bingo. Be
I was
creative.
well disappointed when I got in America and it didn't have cookies in them. It had nasty popcorn in. Who would have popcorn?
Yeah, I don't know who eats the caramelized popcorn. I don't know why that's even in there. The butter and the butter and the cheese, absolutely. But the third kind, I'm like, who would do that?
That caramel stuff gums up your jaws.
So you have a gig tonight. What are you playing? Are you playing your songs, cover songs? What are you doing?
Both. It's just an acoustic show up at a place about an hour from where I live. So I usually do a lot of the acoustic stuff during when the band's off, just to keep it going and make some cash on the side and get to meet some new faces at the same time. So
you said you're just doing acoustic tonight?
Yeah, it's just me and a guitar.
Are your arms, they're not too sore to be strumming,
Are you going to be naked? Are you going to be naked? Shut up. Is you going to be naked? This is an important question.
No, it's actually getting pretty chilly up here, so.
Where are you, if we may ask?
Tonight I'm in Cornelia, Georgia. It's about an hour and a half north of Atlanta.
Georgia is full of great music people.
Yes.
You realize that?
Yes.
How many
There's
guests
nothing else
had?
to do here.
What are you talking about? There's all kinds of beautiful forest all over that state you could be out there getting lost in.
Yeah, I guess.
You could be hitting some deers.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
He's not doing too well with that.
I'm trying not to think about going anywhere with any kind of forestation right now.
What do you play for instruments? You just play guitar?
Well, I finally did get my own actual drum kit eventually, and I still play. Actually, on the album, I play most of the parts except for the auxiliary stuff. So the guitars, bass, drums, all that stuff is actually all me on the recordings.
What do you use for a band when you're recording? Because the sound is fantastic.
But I actually do a lot of it just individual tracks and do it all myself, and then I have a live band that when we're playing out and everything. But most of the stuff I do myself. So
he sticks the popcorn in the microwaves and lets it all go pop.
So that's
his band.
That's what that noise was in the rap song.
Yes.
Okay.
So tell us about your karaoke thing you mentioned to me in the Facebook.
Yeah. During the week, I run open mics and stuff during the week to kind of give my hands and voice a little bit of a rest to keep the home fires burning, and it's entertaining. It's fun to see other people get up there and do their thing. And I enjoy watching the open mic portion of it more so than the karaoke, because you have some people that are doing some writing and then they're first getting into it. So it's always cool to see those.
Do you do a lot of touring?
Most of what I do is regional. We haven't hopped on to any substantial touring with this yet. I did with the rock band that I used to be with. We did a good bit of touring with it, but I haven't yet with this one.
Well, you get to Texas, of course. You're more than welcome to swing by here sometime.
I would love to. I could probably spend about 2 weeks playing every night out there. So. Are
you kidding me? There's more musical. There's more musical venues around here than you can imagine.
Yeah, I definitely would like to look into it. At least if nothing else, hitting up the the Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth area. You could probably spend like I said, a couple of weeks just playing around there. So.
Oh yeah. Well, we're north of Dallas, about 60 miles, so it ain't out of your way.
Okay.
You can always look us up.
Absolutely.
Nothing
Absolutely.
like.
Now, hopefully that's something that I'll be able to make happen this year. I know some musicians out there that I can use for live band and everything. So all I'd be bringing out there would be myself, and we can get the set together, and hopefully, realistically looking at trying to do that sometime this year. So do a lot up in Nashville.
And
but,
as Donna would probably say, don't forget to bring your
guitar.
Your guitar. Gotta love those Brits. Go on then.
I knew I had the right number because it was going to the voicemail, and I heard the accent. I was like, well, this has to be the right number.
Oh my God, I have a voicemail?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to call myself now, see what stupidity I've left on there.
I don't even know. I didn't know we had one either. I don't never use the phone.
It's probably one for your mum. We're not here.
Yeah, it's really quick. I can't remember what it was that it said, but it was enough to get the accent. I was like, no, this is definitely British.
What kind of stuff did you used to listen to when you were young? You know, was there anything that's inspired you to do what you do right now?
I came up listening to a lot of the early '90s artists. You know, the Garth Brooks and Dunn, Clint Black, Dwight Yoakam, people like that. On the country side of things, those were probably my biggest influence and stuff that I was really into at the time.
Oh, I love Clint Black.
But yeah. Clint Black and Hayden Nicholas together on stage are amazing. His guitarist, he's his producer and co-writer and everything, and he's actually part of the live band also. Those two, I could just watch those two go at it for hours.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I play a lot of Clint Black. I love that stuff. Wish I had that voice.
So did you say you was about 14 years old when you swapped your popcorn tins for a drum kit?
I don't know how old I was when I actually got the drums, but it was probably between 12 and 14. If I had to guess.
Played on popcorn tins all that time. That is so cute.
I know. I had to make do.
Ah.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
If you want to make music bad enough, you'll find a way.
Exactly.
When did you start singing in front of people?
I probably was singing for the first band that I had done, but I was probably 18 or 19.
Did it freak you out the first time?
Not really. I guess just because I had played drums on stage live so much that at such a young age that it didn't, I was playing in a band with, playing drums by the time I was 15.
Yeah, but when you're in a spotlight, that's a whole different feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, but it never really seemed to, didn't bother me.
I can't do that kind of thing. I'm okay behind the mic, like a lot of disc jockeys are, but get me up in front of people and I'm like, and I got nothing to say. Yet I can sit here and talk you to death. Wouldn't bother me a bit.
Oh, boy, can you.
Shut up.
So, do all the young ladies start screaming your name while you're singing on stage?
They do something. I don't know.
Are they throwing their panties at you yet?
Most of it is pounding shots and dancing, so it must be doing something right,
No panties yet?
Oh, well, I'm not going to say none. It has happened, but it's not quite so frequent.
Well, as long as they're not,
it has happened.
As long as they're not sticking to your guitar, you're all right.
Right. Yeah.
When that happens, you might as well back off a little bit.
I actually did have a undergarment get hung on one of the string cutoffs on the neck of my guitar one time, and it just I couldn't shake it off because the string went through the fabric, so it was just stuck there. So it had to wait until I got to a point in the song where I could.
That's beautiful.
Push it off of there. It was There's pictures out there of that somewhere.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a story right there.
Yeah, we're gonna hunt around on Facebook for that one and the popcorn tins.
You leave us popcorn tins alone, damn it.
It's cute. I like it.
Where's your gig at tonight? Is it close to home?
Yeah, I live about an hour from here.
Oh, that's not bad.
I live just outside of Atlanta, so this is a little bit north.
Now, have you got to walk there, or you got to ride now?
Oh no! I had another vehicle, so I'm good.
There you go. Good deal.
Doesn't get nearly the gas mileage that the little Sentra got, though. That was what I liked about that thing.
Geez, you weren't driving
I'm not saying it in the past tense. I'm holding out hope that it's gonna live.
It's better.
You weren't driving a Metro, were you?
He said a Nissan.
No.
Nissan. I'm surprised he didn't pounce on you when you said Nissan, because he's all about his Ford over here.
Yeah, Nissan, well.
He's a big girly
There's nothing
Ford.
made in America anymore, so we'll just have to take what we can get, I guess. Pretty sad about that.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you have any advice for your future self?
I want to get into having some publishing. I'd like to be able to do some writing for established artists as well as continuing to do my own stuff. That's an avenue that, not everything that I write necessarily fits what I do. So I'd like to get into doing some publishing opportunities. Probably my next most immediate goal outside of what I'm already doing, and just trying to continue to do that on a larger scale. So.
Samo, one of our great friends, he does radio over in Florida too. He does. He's the voice of the Yankee and the Brit. He said if you can get a 6-month gig in the middle of Texas, I'll take a 6-month leave of absence from work and play the fuck out of the bass 6 nights a week.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, let's go.
So there's your bass player. You got that taken care of.
Heck yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Hey, where can these guys find your music? I'm not rushing you. I know you say you've got a gig tonight.
Yeah, somebody had
I need
asked.
to hop off here in just a second, but everything's on Spotify. The first EP that I did, and actually when I released the full length album, those songs will be on there. Sorry, I'm not.
You're dragging him on stage already.
Yeah, when you gotta go, just say so, man. That's
Oh yeah,
fine.
no, I still got a couple minutes. But all of that stuff will actually be re-recorded as part of the full-length album. But right now, all of it's on Spotify. It's obviously on all the social media pages, the Facebook, stuff like that. And also through the website. It's just jonathaningrammusic.com. But the Spotify stuff, I'm wanting to do more with the video stuff. I have the actual just songs uploaded through YouTube, but there's only one of them that we actually have done a video for so far. But we'll be doing one for last July, which will be the next single. So that'll probably be out a couple of months after we release the song. We're just on time restraints alone. So
Yeah, boy, they all sound great. We did not hear one song out of the whole list that there was I didn't have anything to complain about, and that's not like me.
Oh, boy, do I know that one.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That means a lot because, like I said, with the solo stuff, I'm definitely trying to. It's definitely the most me of anything that I've done. So it's definitely nice to hear that kind of feedback off of it.
Well, I'd say this is where you're meant to be. Are you're not signed with anybody, right? You're totally independent?
No, I'm independent still with this. I was signed with my old band, and I think it's a big part of all that goes in with that. I'm a lot more cautious about trying to jump right back into another label contract. So I'm fine with being independent. Obviously there's bigger opportunities that come out of it when you do get signed, but there's a lot of other headache that goes with it. So I'm pretty content staying on the independent side of things for right now, and then we'll revisit it at any given time. So
Well, we are. Stop coughing, you.
Talk.
We are doing a independent show every 2 weeks on here. It's going to be every 2 weeks on a Sunday night. So if you've got any new music that you want to get out there, always welcome to send it over to us, and we will play it. We will absolutely love playing it. So
excellent.
Yeah, and tell your friends if you've got any independent artist friends that would like to get played. We will happily play it.
I will send them your way.
Good deal. And Donna will have this interview on YouTube here probably by the beginning of the week or so.
Oh, okay. Excellent. I will be sure to share it out there and send you guys as much traffic out of as I can. And like I said, I really, really appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah, and thank you to Cher Ross for sending you our way.
Absolutely. Cher is awesome. She's been one of my favorite people that I've dealt with in all of music. So Cher at Last Train Home is outstanding music people. So.
How much time you think you got left?
I actually need to hop off.
Okay.
They're starting. The crowd's starting to get their pitchforks out on me.
Go ahead and get her done. We'll thank you a million times over for giving us a few minutes of your time. Hope you heal up all right.
Thank you so much. I hate that I have to hop off, but maybe we can do it again sometime when I got a little bit longer to hang out with you.
You are more than welcome to call anytime, man. Thanks much. Be safe and good luck tonight.
Thank you guys so much.
Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Hi, this is Donna from the Yankee and the Brit Show.
And I'm Random Man.
And we invite you to join us on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday night for some terrible music.
And a lot of great, hideous, disgustingly ignorant jokes.
Some tragic humour.
And the occasional prank call. Find us on Facebook. It's the Yankee and the Brit Show. Please share the page.
Fishbone, Benny Pitzinger, Yankee and the Brit Country Saturday night. Thank you, Jonathan Ingram, for hanging out with us for a little bit. He's headed off to his show. Very cool, nice guy. Love that music. Is there anything about that music that's bad? Nothing. I even like the little rappage.
Share us and Kelly Lee Phillips. Kelly Lee Phillips always bringing us the awesome artists.
I even kind of like the little rappage that goes on in there too.
But where are
you got headphones
picking at me?
Stuff all over you.
It's like a little monkey picking at the little shit on me. So yes, guys and girls, we were just talking about it with Jonathan Ingram. Starting on the 4th, we are on a Sunday night. We're going to do them every 2 weeks. Independent artist shows. I've been sharing this poster around Facebook, and hopefully you guys are going to pick up the poster and share it and tell all your independent artist friends.
What the hell is Nick talking about? I'm trying to book a lifeboat. Was that all he can afford for a cruise? Is that it? Oh, jeez. You guys are too cool, man. You guys crack me up. So thanks for tuning in tonight anyways, and thank you everybody else, all the listeners.
Dave always says I'd rather boil my head when he comes to our shows. So Keith says, we should all go on a cruise with Dave. I said, I'd rather boil my head.
They're still off on a cruise right now, too, aren't they?
No, Dave's back. He's in the chat room.
Who is?
Dave.
He is? Where? Well, hello, Mr. Dave.
Hey, we were doing we were doing the Daveless dance, and he shows up.
Oh, there he is, cruising Dave Summers. Well, welcome back ashore. Nice to see you. I had no clue. I thought they were off. That 2 weeks is up already?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crapper. Time's flying by. God, the older you get, the worse it gets. All righty. Well, anyways, Jonathan Ingram, good stuff, man. Loved every word of it. Can't beat that.
Yankee and the Brit's the place to be. Radio living is the life for me. Airwaves spreading out so far and wide. Keep your FM, just give me that internet side.
Online is where I'd rather stay. I've got a lot of music to play. I just adore a Yankee view. Darling, I love you, but give me a show to do.
The Chat.
The Brats.
On air.
That's fair.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, British life.
The Yankee and the Brit on air.
Country Saturday night with the Yankee and the Brit right here on the RTM Radio Network.
Come on, boy, shit or get off the pot, will you?
Yes, sirree, Bob, Carol, Ted, and Alice. It's Bill Weaver, and I'm on a drug. I wish I was. Yankee and the Brit.
Illusion.
Yankee, 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 Yankee. Yankee, 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 and the Brit.
Yankee, 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 Yankee. Yankee, 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 and the Brit. Yankee and Yankee and Yankee and the Brit.
Yankee, 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 Yankee. Yankee, 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 and the Brit.
The Yankee and the Brit on the RTM Radio Network.
One of those radio classics.
Well, I was picking my guitar at the local bar. Was starting to ruin my voice set. I knew it was time to eat. Now we go to Denny's. You know it's time to eat. Time to look at all them bitches running around in heat. So I ordered up my favorite after I stole my seat. Don't bother with the menu, 'cause you know what I'd like to eat. Give me biscuits bill. 'Cause I just finished eating and I'm feeling kind of ill. And I strolled over to the cashier. He said, how was your meal? Well, I've got some indigestion, but I'll be back tomorrow night for some biscuits and gravy, side order of hash brown. Biscuits and gravy, black coffee tastes like mud. Biscuits and gravy, big order of them grits. Plenty of butter, so it won't taste like. Give me biscuits and gravy, side order of hash brown. Biscuits and gravy, black coffee tastes like mud. Biscuits and gravy, big order of them grits. Plenty of butter, so it won't taste like shit. So give me oh yeah. Yo, brother, that feel bad.
You're listening to the Yankee and the Brit on the RTM Radio Network. Don't make me say it again.
Whiskey River don't run dry. I'm sorry. Couldn't
Hey,
help it.
Thomas said that Sharon got something from the doctor.
I see that. I wonder if it's curable. Maybe it needs. Do they make a CeraVe product for that too?
Oh.
Sharon uses CeraVe. She got something from the doctor. I hope it's not catchy. You might get it too.
Tell him.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, it's been stopping the itch, but it's helped keep it from scabbing up and all that nasty stuff, but it doesn't seem to be actually getting rid of anything. So.
And I did go to bed and deliberately didn't put none on just to see how it would work when I'm in the full-on itching mode.
And she woke me up in the middle of the night, and all I heard was,
yeah, when you start itching once, the itch is just, it's unbearable. You know, it's almost sexual when you do itch. But yeah, it's the itch is so nice to scratch, but heck, when you do scratch, you know, you're bleeding and all sorts. Gosh.
I know that sometimes I get an itch, man, and it's like you just can't scratch it hard enough, no matter what it is.
But the CeraVe, it does stop the itching. You know, I can't believe how it works pretty much instantly, but it's just not clearing it up. So
you're gonna have to see a doctor about that. Yes, let's go see a dermatologist. Let's just whip a few $1,000s out of our pocket and go get it fixed. I wish that was the case.
Well, you know, back in England, I saw loads of I saw doctors all the time about it. You know, I've had this problem for years, and nothing that I tried cleared it up. And I actually had can't remember what it's called. Dovo Bet, maybe I think it's called, and this other stuff in a pot, and it just never ever cleared it up. But it's been really bad since I've been in Texas. It's actually formed on the top of my foot. And it's just crazy. It is really crazy how bad it's got on the top of my foot. Now the cream, like I say, has stopped the itch. So I do believe that I feel like I'm getting somewhere with it, but you know, it's still there.
Insurance? Who has insurance? Dan says if you pick it, it'll never heal. That's like my nose. My nose is the same way. I pick it, and it just won't heal.
And your nose is still there.
I know. It won't go away.
But oh my gosh, when you scratch it, it's just such an amazing scratch. You know, it's really is amazing.
We're very poor people. We don't have any of that fancy stuff like you rich folk do. Go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying that when you scratch it, it's just absolutely amazing. But then when you stop,
well,
you
wait
realise you
a
tore
minute.
your skin apart, you're bleeding, and
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
What?
When you scratch it, when you get that itch.
Oh yeah, you know the itch.
You know I can make that itch go away.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you nasty
but not
woman.
on the show.
Where's Stacy? She's off eating again, huh? Is that what I saw? Out there chawing down again.
I know. no, she's munching on a box of cereal again.
I know, right? I'm hungry too. I could go for something to munch on.
You can. Well, I think you should take me for some popcorn chicken because Keith Sampson said so.
You know what? I can't do Popeye's chicken. That shit is like chewing on gravel. I know Keith likes it, but I just can't chew on that crust.
You don't have to eat some. You could just take me and sit there across the table and watch me munching my face on some fabulous chicken and mashed potato and
Why
green
don't you
beans.
just march your ass right there in the kitchen and get a lean cuisine out of the freezer and eat some decent food for
That's
a change?
not popcorn chicken as recommended by Keith Sampson on the Yankee and the Brit show.
I see. Oh, okay. So.
What did I call it? Did I call it something else, Keith? Popeyes.
I love chicken, man. I love that stuff. I just wish I could,
That's
not to buy it and grill it. You know what? What the hell's the matter with me?
What is the
got
matter
that
with
great
you?
big pack of chicken and I could barbecue us some chicken. You don't like it on the bone, though. You like the fish. Well, you do like the bone, but you don't like chicken on the bone. You like the
yeah, I like the
chicken
bone,
fingers.
but I don't like chicken on the bone.
I'd love some chip fry, the fish and chips. I'm trying to say.
I know, and he bought some chicken the other week, and he says, "Oh, look at this, we could barbecue this," and I'm like,
When?
yeah, when, like, please never.
Oh, I love barbecued anything, man. It's awesome. That's what we were talking about last night. Was anything you can barbecue, man. That's the way to be.
And if the barbecue sauce doesn't taste like that same one at Cheddar's, then I'm not interested. I hate all that stuff that people put on. It's all sweetened. Blech.
Oh, that's the best kind, man. Honey barbecue sauce and good sweet barbecue sauce. That's right.
So now you've got to take me to Popeye's Chicken.
What the hell's an LJS? Long John Silver's. Ha! I know, I do too, but we went, what was it, a couple months back we found one finally.
Yeah, and it was
And
nasty.
I was not impressed with the chicken or the fish out of that place. I don't know what happened, but it was really mushy and nasty.
And it was linked up to Kentucky Fried Chicken, and the Kentucky Fried Chicken had the same beer batter taste that they put on the fish, and it was just nasty.
They're probably cooking the chicken in the same oil as the fish is cooked in, and that'll ruin it.
It was gross.
Yeah, but I used to love Long John Silver's. My favorite, of course, was way back in the day, was All the Treachers, the original fish and chips. That was awesome. That was real good shit right there. And, of course, he kicked the bucket and they all disappeared. I took care of that.
I couldn't believe that you guys have, like, fish as well as chicken on the same dish over here. It's just not the British way to do it, You have fish and chips over there.
That's right, fish and chips,
On
then.
a bit of newspaper.
Fish and chips, then. I'll have mine on newspaper with some vinegar, please. You guys use vinegar on your fries?
Yeah.
Your chips?
Oh, they are huge on salt and vinegar over there.
Yeah, I used to enjoy that at the fair. Used to go get those nice greasy fries, man, and then sprinkle some vinegar on it.
On newspaper and the vinegar on the
Oh,
newspaper.
these people over here, you might get sick from the ink on the paper, blah, blah, blah.
Well, kill me off happy.
Exactly, man. I'll die happy. That's the way to do it. That's exactly a nice way to go. Now they get it in the wax paper. They get a little plastic basket and lay wax paper in there and all the grease puddles in the bottom, and can't beat that. You don't have the paper to soak up the grease off of it.
Every time I was telling Randy a couple of mornings ago, every time I see the word CeraVe on the pot of cream, I think of that annoying song called C'est la vie by that Irish girl band.
C'est la vie, eat me.
And it's really, really an annoying song.
We're going.
No.
Yes, what it says. Yankee and the Brit's the place to be. Radio living is the life for me. Airwaves spreading out so far and wide. Keep your FM, just give me that internet side.
Online is where I'd rather stay. I've got a lot of music to play. I just adore a Yankee view. Darling, I love you, but give me a show to do.
The Chat.
The Brats.
On air.
That's fair.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, British life.
The Yankee and the Brit on air.